This evening, Junior Finance Minister accuses former president of pocketing over $140 million during Prado 2. Another person comes forward with accusations of almost being conned by an impersonator of the First Lady. Sharma claims that Nandlal has enough evidence to incriminate himself. In the region, South American nations to accept Venezuelan migrants with expired papers. And internationally, third Philippine mayor shot and killed in 3 months.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Today is Wednesday, September the 5th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Today is day 3 of the teacher strike, and according to the General Secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union, Coretta McDonald, the movement is growing. McDonald claims that 6,000 out of the nation's 10,000 teachers have joined in the strike. Now, the GTU said it was ready to reopen negotiations if President David Granger was directly involved. Speaking to DemerarWaves.com, GTU President Mark Light said, quote, "We will be willing to meet with the President or delegates body to have this thing fast-tracked, because I realize we are not getting anywhere with the Ministry of Education, and we cannot trust the Ministry of Labor. So if the President intervenes, I will be willing to return to the table for us to renegotiate our position forward." Education Minister Nicolette Henry has indicated that a meeting with the GTU is slated for Thursday. The Ministry of Social Protection's Department of Labor has invited both sides to another round of conciliation talks, and the Education Minister is urging the union to participate. In this report, Wendell Jeffrey tells us that Junior Finance Minister Jaipal Sharma believes that Jagdeo and his associates have some questions to answer regarding the Prado 2 bill land purchases.
This report is very clear. Clear as daylight, just like the Westford matter. This report is saying sometime in 2010, in March 2010, the cabinet, which Jagdeo was sitting as chair and president, made a decision to transfer lands or vest the lands from NCN to Central Housing and Planning Authority. The land that Jagdeo gave to himself, value from the forensic audit, 150 million, and he paid 10 million for it. So he basically put 140 million in his pocket.
Professional accountant and junior Minister of Finance Jaipal Sharma is making the claim that former President Barra Jagdeo and several members of his government need to be held accountable for what he, Sharma, believes are illegal acts. More specifically, the so-called Pradoville 2 land deals.
One would have thought it would be house that for the people of Guyana, but it was house that for him and his ministers. So, stemming from that decision of the cabinet, Jagdeo got 2 acres, close to 2 acres, and his ministers got house lot size greater than what a normal high-income house lot size is be.
The Justice for All Party representative said that Jagdeo and his associates got fully developed land lots that were priced far below market value.
Jagdeo got 2 acres, close to 2 acres, and his ministers got house lot size greater than what a normal high-income house lot size is be. They pay actually below what the normal citizen of the country would pay for underdeveloped house lot, whereas his own in Pradoville 2 paradigm was developed. It had road, it had drains, it had water, it had electricity.
Sharma laments the situation, saying that Jagdeo alone pocketed $140 million because he did not pay the true value of the land.
And he paid 10 million for it. So he basically put 140 million in his pocket because he didn't pay that. He didn't pay the true cost. I have evidence that you put 140 million in your pocket. Up to now, you have no evidence that my honorable minister, colleague, Minister Patterson, put anything of that 30 million in his pocket.
Minister Sharma compares Jagdio's experience in getting a house lot to his own.
When I got my house lot, I had to put my hand in a bag and pull out a number. The bag had apparently 100 or a couple hundred numbers. I pull out a number. That number is my house lot.
He then mockingly addressed Jagdio directly.
I want to ask Jagdio, if he went to Central Housing and Planning Authority, put his hand in a bag and pull out a house lot that was 2 acres. Now he's president and put his hands in a bag, I presumably a bag, because he's supposed to be following the process. And the process, they got to put your hand in a bag. And he pulled out miraculously a house lot that is 2 acres. But all the other ministers pull out a standard or a regular size house lot.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. The Cops and Faith Body continues to reach out to the community in times of distress. A section of the committee, which includes Pastor M. Britton Roberts, Pastor N. Ram Prasad, Division Commander and Community Relations Officer, visited the relatives of the late Kevon Tackerdine, who died as a result of an accident yesterday. Prayers were offered by Pastors Britton, Roberts, and Rampersad. Condolences and words of comfort were given to the relatives of the deceased by the visiting team. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, scammers use First Lady's image to defraud persons. And Jaipal Sharma claims that Nandalal has given enough evidence to incriminate himself. But first, here's today's foreign currency exchange rates. For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarian stew. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe, bringing back the good old days.
The night you have been waiting for is finally here. Heavenly Light Mako presents Tasha Cobbs and her band live in concert. Now on the 14th of September at the National Stadium, 18:30 hours. Redeemers Band, All Women Worship Band, Sean Sobers, Sean English, the Minion Dancers, and many, many more. It's Tasha Cobbs and her band live at the National Stadium in Guyana. Tickets $2,000. Come experience the presence of the Lord as we worship the King together.
This is what shopping used to be. More plastic bags than I could carry or I could use. They always end up in the bin or as unsightly litter. Then it hit me. Get just one reusable bag. Now whenever I shop, I don't use plastic bags. I always have my reusable bag. It makes shopping a lot easier and it's better for the environment.
Use one less disposable plastic bag. Make the switch to a reusable bag today. For more information, please call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Welcome back. There is an ongoing scam involving persons pretending to be the First Lady. Esther Sobers tells us more in this report.
Marcia Cooley thought her dream of finally owning her house lot would become a reality.
9 years now, I applied housing for a house and land. For a house lot, sorry. And within that 9 years, I keep going at housing back and forth. And up to this day, they can't allocate me a piece of lot. And they said Guyana is a place of many land. Well, forget about the little water, right? But any case, I was praying a day, and I see a message from Messenger from a woman who, by the name of Sandra Granger.
When was this?
Huh?
When was this? How long ago?
This was the other day.
When was the other day?
Last week, Tuesday. Okay. Message me saying, putting some houses that they should dealing with, how I must put this over, to less fortunate people, that people who can't afford certain things, like a lot who can't pay for certain things. I said,
she truly believed that First Lady Sandra Granger had a solution to her housing issues.
I decided to tell her my problem. 9 years I apply, and I said, Mrs. Granger, I really wish if you could address to my problem. Well, after I text her, she decided to call. She called me and she tell me, she give me a cell number. She called me on Messenger and tell me let me call her back. So before that, I decided to pray. I hold my children and I pray. I say, oh God, I want to thank you, Jesus, that I get you. God is so good.
What did she tell you?
She told me that that she's willing to assist me and that my problem is hard. And I said, thank you, Jesus. Within that now, the woman telling me she giving me the different price range for the homes. I would get 2-bedroom house for 200,000, AC and grill and everything. And then it get for 900,000. With that, I start thinking, I said, with AC, grill, a house plus a land for 200,000. I said, all right.
However, Cooley became suspicious after hearing about the very low cost for the house lot. Also, there was another detail that seemed very unpresidential about the so-called First Lady.
But before in the background, I start hear a big cuss up. In the height of the cuss up, I said, Mrs. Sandra Granger, how come Miss President Granger cussing like that? She said, when Granger, sorry to laugh. She said when Granger put on something and he can't find it, so Granger just cuss and go on. He's a human thing, anybody. No. I want to, sorry, God, this thing really hurt me. Right? That's how he's a human like anybody else. Any case, I forget about that, and she was being very professional when she's speaking. She said, any case, don't worry about what you heard. Think about your problem and your situation, what you're in. So I was like, okay, Mom. She said, don't address her as Mom. When she speaks to many persons, they like address her as Mom. Address her as Mistress Granger. I said, okay, Mistress Granger. She decided to tell me that she's putting my name on file.
Cooley is fortunate to have not fallen victim to the scam. However, others have reportedly received calls and text messages from telephone number 677-8220. It allegedly belongs to someone impersonating First Lady Sandra Granger. The impersonator has scammed many persons with offers of scholarships, house lots, and even charitable donations. Little did victims know that the scammers' offers come with a cost.
In the height of that, she tell me like go and put this money in 200,000 in GCC point, and then come at Parliament building in credit.
In where?
The C point. GCC, like when you're paying bills, right? You know, like money mobile. This money mobile thing where you just pay like your bills through. And in the height of that, when she talk about this thing, it had Parliament, right? And she tell me like go 1 o'clock to collect the key and the transport. I was like, Mom, what? Is this for real? Are you serious? Because we make no transaction. And you can't be telling me that just put this money in credit and come and collect a key and with my money behind my back. You ain't keeping a meeting or nothing. You gotta pay this money. First she was like, Mom, you're not serious. It's the president's wife you're messing with. And I start getting, start thinking that this woman is a fraud.
It is unknown how many persons that are involved in the scam, as someone has already been charged with the crime. In December 2017, an inmate of the Mazzaroni prison was charged with impersonating First Lady Sandra Granger under false pretense of giving them scholarships. Following the incident, First Lady warned persons to be wary of scams using the First Lady image, saying, "It is really a scam of the worst order because people are taking advantage of other person's vulnerabilities. My office has absolutely no access to scholarships. All scholarships are offered by the government and offered through the Department of Public Service. If you believe that you may be the victim of one of these scams, the Office of the First Lady encourages you to immediately contact the police." For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. In this report, Junior Finance Minister Jaipal Sharma expresses the belief that the former Attorney General Anil Nandlal has given enough evidence to incriminate himself and his associates. Here again is Wendell Jeffrey.
Jagdeo, when he was in government, and the opposition used to accuse his government of corruption, he used to say, look, bring the concrete evidence. Bring evidence. I want evidence. Don't make statements. I want the concrete evidence. Here, his house, a Pradaville 2 is the evidence. And this is concrete evidence.
Minister within the Ministry of Finance, Jaipal Sharma, thinks that the opposition leader Barra Jagdeo can be charged criminally for certain behaviors. However, according to Sharma, the police is refusing to question the former president.
Jagdeo was never questioned. 2 years now, the report with the police. You don't even question Jagdeo to ask him.
In an exclusive interview with Channel 2 Headline News, Sharma took issue with that land decision, a decision that was made while President Barra Jagdeo was chairing his cabinet.
So where the decision was made? It was made in cabinet. That was illegal and criminal. I'm asking the police, the new police commissioner, Leslie James, police legal advisor in the DPP, to review that.
The finance minister, who said that he is speaking purely as a citizen and the leader of his party, is contesting that if the opposition leader can call for an investigation into the current administration, then his administration needs to be similarly investigated.
What the leader of the opposition and former president is saying, he must go after the entire cabinet for 30 million and go after his cabinet first for that piece of land here that was valued in excess of $1 billion. But when you look at what the Central Housing and Planning Authority got for the land, they get probably accumulation of $200 million.
The senior accounting officer said that the government is owed $800 million, which was pocketed by someone.
So there's an accounting difference of $800 million, which somebody put in the pocket. The benefited, I could prove that.
Sharma says that former Minister Anil Nandlal, who is now shadowing the Attorney General portfolio, has also convicted the PPP government by pointing fingers at the current coalition.
Anil Nandlal, and present member of Parliament, still shadowing the Attorney General position in Parliament, made a letter to the editor of Starbrook News. Right? And guess what he said? He said the entire cabinet is responsible for this act of corruption. He was speaking in relation to 30 million. Now, he is pointing me and the legal people, because he's giving a legal opinion. This is the former Attorney General. His job was to give legal opinion to the state. He's basically giving me a legal opinion. And he's saying that here, for this 30 million, every single member of the cabinet is responsible because he said they have collective responsibility. Right? Well, once you sit in the cabinet and one person do something that's against the law, everyone has to take responsibility. A view which I share, right? So he was speaking my language.
Sharma also feels that Nandalal's letter in the Starbrook News gives the police all the evidence they need to go after the Jagdeo government.
After Nandalal's statement to the editor, I look in, I'm listening. Nobody going to question Jagdeo or the former minister about these things, a report that they have. He's telling me to go after every single minister that was sitting in the 2010 cabinet. If we take his legal opinion and we go after, not we, when I say we, I mean in the police and the DPP, right? Go after Barjack. And so I must say, I thank the honorable member of parliament and Nandaral for giving that excellent opinion. And so I hope, here again, that the police, the DPP, use that opinion, not because I said it, because Jack Dio himself said it, and a former Attorney General of this country has given an opinion, a legal opinion. This is all evidences before. I don't know if Guyanese don't read, or they're not like me, is put the puzzle together.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, South American nations to accept Venezuelan migrants with expired papers, and the third Philippine mayor shot and killed in 3 months. But first, here's this week's Bridge Attraction schedule sponsored by Forbes Vulcanizing Shop on 248 Duncan Street, Newtown, Georgetown.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient. You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile. Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants
while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.ui. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
The night you have been waiting for is finally here. Heavenly Light Mako presents Tasha Cobbs and her band live in concert. Now on the 14th of September at the National Stadium, 18:30 hours. Redeemers Band, All Women Worship Band, Sean Sobers, Sean English, the Minion Dancers, and many, many more. It's Tasha Cobbs and her band live at the National Stadium in Guyana. Tickets $2,000. Come experience the presence of the Lord as we worship the King together.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook.
Oasis Ride taxi service. Let's go.
Welcome back. Now here's Bibi Bacchus with the regional and international headlines of the day. Today's regional and international news is sponsored by Top Notch Auto Sales. Top Notch Auto Sales, located at 145 Regent Road, Georgetown.
11 Latin American countries say that they have agreed to allow Venezuelans leaving their homeland to enter their country even if their travel documents have expired. The announcement was made after a two-day meeting of migration officials from Latin America in the Ecuadorian capital, Quito. This move came as a relief to those who say they were trapped in Venezuela due to their lack of papers. More than 2.3 million Venezuelans fled the country's hyperinflation and severe shortages, but many do not have valid passports because renewing them can take years. And in international news, Typhoon Jebi, the worst storm to hit Japan in 25 years, have left at least 10 people dead. A trail of destruction was left by the storm across the west of the country, hitting major cities like Kyoto and Osaka. At least 300 people have been injured. Flights, trains, and ferries were cancelled, but thousands of stranded passengers at the Osaka's International Airport were all evacuated. People were urged to remain cautious. As of Wednesday morning, evacuation advisories have been issued for more than 1.2 million Japanese. And finally, the mayor of a town in the Philippines was killed early Wednesday morning. Ronda's Mayor Morano Blanco was shot by an unidentified gunman in his office building, according to CNN Philippines. The police have yet to identify any possible suspects or motives. Blanco's death comes 5 months after the town's vice mayor was also killed by unidentified gunmen, and 2 months after mayors of 2 other towns were shot dead. In total, more than 15 mayors and vice mayors have been killed since President Rodrigo Duterte took office in mid-2016. Some of those killed had been linked to the drugs trade or crackdowns. Duterte's administration has conducted an intensive war on drugs and anti-corruption campaign, which has seen thousands of extralegal killings and allegations of widespread human rights abuses. Headline News, Bibi Bacchus.
Thanks, Bibi. Here's your 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Thursday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your home, and you have a blessed evening.